So I was with Prime Minister Modi 2 weeks ago, and we talked about this subject. And he actually said, "Would you like to be a mediator or arbitrator?" I said, "Where?" He said, "Kashmir," because this has been going on for many, many years. I was surprised at how long it's been going on.
70 years.
I think they'd like to see it resolved, and I think you'd like to see it resolved. And if I can help, I would love to be a mediator. It shouldn't be, I mean, it's impossible to believe two incredible countries that are very, very smart, with very smart leadership, can't solve a problem like that. But if you would want me to mediate or arbitrate, I would be willing to do that.
President, I can tell you that right now, you will have the prayers of over 1 billion people if you can mediate and resolve this issue.
It should be resolved. So, but he asked me the same thing, so I think there's something. So maybe we'll speak to him, or I'll speak to him, and we'll see if we can do something.
Mr. President, even
because I've heard so much about Kashmir. Yes. Such a beautiful name. It's supposed to be such a beautiful part of the world, but right now there's just bombs all over the place. They say everywhere you go you have bombs, and it's a terrible situation. Been going on for many years. If I can do anything to help that, let me know. Let me give you one thing on Afghanistan.
Please, Mr. Karim, you have not given notice. Please sit down. Please sit down. Otherwise, it is totally unbecoming.
Okay.
On such a sensitive issue, you have not given notice. I'm calling people.
I have given no notice.
Can give any notice after the time is over.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Agreeing with you that nation should speak in one voice, Parliament should speak in one voice. We are raising this issue, and it is a serious issue. The stated position of the country remains to be no third-party mediation on Kashmir, no third-party mediation on the issues which are there between India and Pakistan. They are all bilateral issues. We should sort out bilaterally. That is the position so far India has got. Now, is there any change? Because the US President, no secretary, it is US President who claims that Prime Minister of India has asked him whether is it possible for him to negotiate or mediate. And he has said this to the Prime Minister of another country.
Right, Raja.
So in such a situation, I think the denial given by the official of the External Affairs Minister is not enough. Prime Minister should come and tell Parliament and tell
Minister
the
for
nation.
External Affairs.
And Prime Minister should
Minister for External Affairs.
clarify.
Please, you have raised the issue. The issue has come before the House. Let us hear the government version. He was also there in the meeting took place.
Sir, yesterday evening, after the House had adjourned, we heard remarks by President Donald Trump in a meeting with Prime Minister Imran Khan of Pakistan to the press that he is ready to mediate if requested by India and Pakistan on Kashmir issue. I would like to categorically assure the House that no such request has been made by the Prime Minister to the US. I repeat, no such request was made by the Prime Minister to the US President. I would, sir, also reiterate that it has been India's consistent position that all outstanding issues with Pakistan are discussed only bilaterally. I would further underline that any engagement with Pakistan would require an end to cross-border terrorism. Sir, let me conclude by emphasizing that the Shimla Agreement and the Lahore Declaration provide the basis to resolve all issues between India and Pakistan bilaterally. I hope, in the view of my very specific and categorical responses, that there is no confusion in the mind of anybody on this. Thank you.
Thank you. You know what, Rakesh Sinha? Mr. Rakesh Sinha, please sit down. Please. Don't make a national issue into a political issue. Please don't make a national issue into a political issue. This is not the way. You have more confidence in American President than Indian Prime Minister and Foreign Minister. What are we talking? Please sit down. This will not go on record. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. I urge you all, please sit down in the national interest. This is not good. We are sending a wrong signal. We are sending a wrong signal. Please sit down. Please sit down. Rakesh Sinha,
सभापति महोदय,
let everybody sit down. Let everybody sit down.
सभापति महोदय, मैं एशिया के एक सबसे प्रसिद्ध झील,
This is not a motion. This is not a motion. It's a 0-hour mention.
स्थित है कांवड़ झील।
Please sit down. Please sit down.
पर सदन का ध्यान
Please sit
आकर्षित
down.
करना
Please
चाहता हूं।
let everybody sit down. Please sit down. Please, in the national interest, please sit down. There is nothing to speak now. There is a clarification categorically made by the government, and we believe our government. I am going to do it. Why you take you? You want to make comment on chairman? This is not go on record. This is not fair. 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 The house is adjourned to meet at 12 o'clock.
He is a post-truth. You are